Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, guys. How did your week go? How did your week go? So it's 8:04, and like I said, I'll not be waiting for anybody. This is not something that we're now doing for engagements or people to join or whatever. No, we have we don't pass that level already. We don't pass them. So if at this time you're not here yet, it only sends one clear signal that you're not ready. If by this time you're not here, it clearly sends one simple signal that you are not ready. So I'm not going to do anything. I'll just go straight to the point and start. So last week we talked about all the pairs that we trade, every of them from the USD card to GBP USD to USD JPY and then to GBP card. They are all in my head because, of course, I cannot be trading something that I don't support. And now we have accounts, at least the people that I talk to have accounts now. So anything we are doing, you're putting your money where your mouth is. And also, I've already gotten an account too, because I always tell you guys I don't take this trade I call here. So it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. There is no moral justification to say that I'm calling setups which I don't take. So I've gotten an account where every trade that I call in this channel is taken on that account. It's a proper account, of course. And as the progress is going, I'm sending it in the group. So if I tell you that during the week, during the Friday and review, that we made 6R, you're going to that 6R is going to reflect on that account, whether I like it or not. This is not for you. No, this is for me. This is not to make me feel good. No, this is for me to be consistent in what I'm preaching. I cannot be saying I'm doing this, I'm doing A, and I'm not doing it. So that's already messed up. So this is for me as much as it is for you. So don't get me wrong. Going forward, I'll have an account dedicated to it because I was just playing safe, doing my own alone and all that. And as you're seeing, yes, accumulatively for the month, the entry group makes more money, but it doesn't mean that the free group doesn't make money. But the point is, how many people take these trades? Are they just there looking at you? Are they just there looking at what you're doing? Do they really put their money where their mouth is or just watching? So that is why I've said going forward, I'm not going to be looking at you. Come here, come on Monday, come on Friday, without show anything for it. It's better we come together consistently. We lose an account, or consistently we pass an account, we make payout, than consistently coming here to learn without any impact in your life directly. Yes, it's good to learn. Knowledge never exhausts the mind and all those English. But here, we are here to make money. I'm here to make your life better, not just by knowledge view. No, knowledge is good. But then I want to put money in your pocket even while you're learning. So that is why all these things are here. So having said that, enough of the English, let's go to the chat. So this morning, we have this on USD card. And if you recall, this was the target for Friday. This was the target for Friday. So when did this thing hit TP? It hit TP on Friday. And this is Monday. So what are you expecting? You're not even looking for anything again to happen. What are you expecting? I'm simply waiting for this guy to break this top with body, and we are now officially back to being what? Bullish. I'm waiting for it to break the body officially. Remember, this 4 hour time frame. So you're not going to start doing, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. No, this is 4 hour time frame. I'm waiting for it to break. And then where am I seeing all the places I'm seeing inefficiencies, which is this place, At least the first TP is here. That is, remember what I said. If he breaks this top, remember there are stumbling blocks here, 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 and currently here. So we cannot say that this place is nothing. It's going to blow. It's going to blow it. And it's going to go blah blah blah. No. Remember, you're following structure, and structure gives you intended decisions. It gives you views. It gives you roadmap. It gives you what you might likely see in the market. You're not just doing it by what you feel. Tell you what you see. What are you seeing right here? What are you seeing? Yes, it's looking like you want to start ranging, but it's a lie. It's bearish even from the top. From this place here, it broke down. He came back here, he broke structure, came down here, it did not break again. And then now it's going up. You cannot just say it will just come and then come here and start going down. It is possible, but for it to just blow off this top, you have to seek a confirmation. Remember, this is 4 hour time frame. So each candle tells you a story. I've said this in countless times that we are telling stories from our charts. You're telling stories from your job. That's why if you tell me you're a trader and there's no money around you, there's a problem, there's a disconnection. It doesn't tally. It don't really make sense. That's why I'm saying for the fact you're consistent here, you will start making money. Tell somebody you're a trader, the person will see it from the way you talk, from the way you think, from your pocket too. I can't tell you that I'm serving God. I'm going through a lot. Yes, tribulations happen, temptations happen. God allows some things to come to you. But the long run, at the long run, you will not be living a mediocre life as a Christian. You shouldn't be living a mediocre life if you believe that this God is working for me. This thing is working for me. No, no, sir. No, sir. We believe that if you're poor, if you're broke, if you're wretched, that means you are really believing in God. That is a lie, sir. We were taught like that. We were like that. That's why go back to the churches now. You're seeing each parents, they're just there, they believe their life, nothing to show for it. They're believing God. They're believing God to come and do what? God blesses men through men. I don't want to go into church now. No. But what I'm saying is this: if you say you're a trader, your life should reflect that. Even if the money is not there yet, even if the money is not there yet, at least your discipline, the way you talk, your consistency around the job you do for yourself, because these things are what really teaches you. So if you see all these things happen, patterns change themselves. But you see, we trade patterns, forget English. The same thing that will happen here happened here. The same thing that happened here happened here. The same thing that happened here happened here. But different scenarios. Different scenarios. So those rules are there. These are like our 10 commandments in trading. It's not only in the church, it's not only in the Bible. Our 10 commandments in trading. I must see my clear structure. The first commandment is structure. Because once you've gotten your structure wrong, everything you're doing is doomed to fail. Even if you win one time, but consistently you will fail. I've said this in countless times. You can be consistently doing rubbish. You can be consistently doing rubbish. So the number one first commandment, always stay on structure. Always be on structure. Telling me that, oh, I want to sell gold. I want to buy this one. I want to buy that one. I'll ask you a simple question. What is the structure? What are you seeing on your chart? Don't use your phone. Use a wider screen. What are you seeing? Even if you're using your phone, turn your phone to a landscape mode and see what you're trying to buy. If it's you, will you buy? Why will I try to be selling from this place? Because yes, there's a supply zone here, there's a supply zone here. But yes, there's a supply zone here. But what is prompting you to sell from the supply zone? They will say, yes, there's a break of structure here, break of structure here, and then price back to the it might work. But it has happened 3 times. Why do you think this one will work again? Because of course, this is a lower high that was broken. Here's a lower high that was broken. So that is why I said we can sell from here to this point, not disputed. But for us to continue buying, we must see a break of this range, this structure here. Break it above, close with the body, and then return. Then we can sell, we can buy. Or from this current place we are currently at, go to your, at least, how many people on this call? 2, yeah. from this place you're currently are, once this guy closes below here, this 45 minutes candle or 1 hour candle closes below this guy here. Once it closes like this, thank you. Once it closes below, not like this, so this is not break of structure. Look at it. It's not a break. Once it closes below like this, you're good for yourself. Where is your sell? This FVG here. So from here, you can now sell again. Came back here and boom, 1:3. You're good. Yes, the overall is this. Go back for the overall is here. But I've told you before, yes, the overall is there. But you cannot just wake up because you can't wake up and put it there. So start with the most recent low. Yeah, this is the last low before it started going up. Even you can't even reach here. So somewhere 3 hour you're out. But remember the rule. Okay, that's broke. That's broke. But wait for it to close. Wait for it to close. Today is Monday. Today is Monday. It's breaking well now. Wait for it to close in less than you will see long go. This is all the time here. Wait my countdown. Okay, in less than 43 minutes, that's a long time. So you can even come back in less than 5 minutes and then go back up. So before the live finishes, we will know what's up. But then this is the view. If it breaks above this line, you buy. If it continues this downward, you sell. You're selling for 3 hours at confirmation. You're selling at confirmation. Don't do because counselor said it's going to this low. Yeah, it might go to that low. But like I said always, price is fractal. If you're here, tell us your name and where you're joining us. We already seen Timmy. So if you're joining, if you want to become a recipient of anything I'm doing in this life, you should be active. You should show yourself. You should show yourself. I cannot know the 3 of you. I cannot know the 5 of you if you don't talk in the comment section. And if I'm giving anybody anything, I'm giving who I know, not people that are behind closed doors. You can watch. I'm not saying you cannot watch, but then for you to get anything from me outside the one you're getting already, you should be visible. You should be visible. So show yourself and we go from there. So the second one. That is the almighty GBP USD. The almighty GBP USD. So last week Friday, we reviewed the GBP USD trade and said a lot of things around it. I told you why this buy was okay, why the buy is a sweet one, and why the buy will hold. And eventually it did. But very, very powerful. So now remember our main target for GBP USD, it is still buy. Nothing is changed yet. Nothing. Nothing is being changed yet. So now ask yourself, where do I want to start from? Where do I want to start entering from? Where do I want to start engaging from? Then you go back to the drawing board. That is the 4 hour time frame. Because remember, I want to make mistake doing the right thing than come in the 1 minute and say bye before Monday night, before even the live finish, you don't chop yourself. So I don't want to be doing that. No, I'm not a swing trader, but for analysis sake, we'll start from top. That's why it's called top-down analysis. You start from top and then make sense of it all. If you are always a student of the charts, of the group, of the community, you know that I've already shared different entry models. But the only one I share is the one I use. And like I said, everything is free. Everything on this life is free. The only thing is not free is when you now want to use my time. Not the one I gave you. You want to use my time. That is the only time you pay for any services. But that being said, let's go. So I've already hit TP, so I removed it. So good. So now our target is still far here. So how do you join this stream? How do you join this train? Knowing that in this current structure, there is a supply zone here. And remember, I told you about key level. The supply zone is there. Key level is a thing. Don't even argue. Key level is a thing. Let me tell you why. Look at this 4 hour candle. Close, went down, came back, this one tapped. And you know what I told you about entry base key levels? Go back to 1 hour time frame or 45 minute time frame. You're looking for what? You're looking for a breakout. You're looking for a breakout. This is the key level that you are trying to sell from. You're looking for a breakout. How do you see a breakout? A breakout is something like this. This is the place you want to sell from, and then price came down and then came back to that place. Did something like this, came back and broke. This right here becomes your breakout. From that breakout now, you can now start selling from any inefficiency you see there to the downside, probably to this place. So this is me, thank God, the person I've already gone. This is me saying it again. So from this point now, this is a 5 minutes time frame, you can go as low as 30 minutes time frame, 15 minutes time frame. But anything other than this, I know the my hand no day. So this is the key level you want to sell from. This is the first step. Go to your YouTube be like this. This is a line chart. This thing here now is a line chart. So how do you see these things on the line chart? From here, and you're looking for your break. Remember, this one, this week did not show. Look at it. This week did not show. This week did not show. The one that showed is this. It's because this one entered with the body. Are you seeing it? So when I say that your week don't mean shit, I'm not kidding. So the one that showed is this one here. And then when that one showed, where did it break out from? Go up, make it very obvious, say that breakout. Where did it break out from? There is something that is here, this thing here, this thing here. Here is a breakout. Here is a breakout. Don't say is this one, because this is a breakout. So once you see this thing here is a breakout. This thing here is a breakout structure because it's a line chart. It's a line chart. Where's another break? Where's another? This here now is over. This is a breakout. This is a breakout. This is a breakout. So all this is a breakout. This once you touch key level low, this is a breakout. This one don't touch. Okay, there's no breakout yet. All these things here are breakout, but they do not touch any key level. So once you see any chart, once it's a line chart going like this, something like this, and then continue like this is a breakout. So having said that, this here is our own breakout. So let me clear all these things out. So yeah, this is our breakout. No, this. So now you know your breakout. You know your breakout. Now let's come back to the line chart. Did you see where the breakout is? Is there. So now you see your breakout. Where is your entry? You're looking for something. You're looking for something. And if you realize there is something, but obviously you cannot see it on time. You're looking for something that will just get something like liquidity or something. This guy that pulled back here is now a liquidity. And this one is now your POI. Like I said before, nothing really concerning key level and weeks. Nothing really concerning key level and weeks. Nothing concerning key level and this week with here. But for me, if the week is this long, what I will do, I'll take 50% of the week. From that place to this place, I'll take 50% of the week. So my entry is somewhere here. This is the week. This is the week now. This week. So my entry, my short is from this place. My SL is now above the week, the middle of it. That's it. Your TP is 1:3. The first low you're seeing, the first low. I understand that you want to do 1:100 hour, but the first low you are seeing, sir. I'm saying it again, the first low you're seeing, sir, because that first low gives you at least 1:3 hour. If you do not give 1:3 hour, then increase it small. If this place is 1:2, you can do 1:3. So, but I'm giving you like clean, something I've back tested, clean view. Once you've taken all these things out, that dump will happen within 3 hours already been splitted out. So this is key level entry, and I'm not going to say it again. So the normal entry I used to take is the normal SLP, structure, liquidity, POIs. That's it. Nothing extra, nothing new. And we've been doing this thing since last year coming. Like I mean publicly since last year coming. So it's no longer new. It's no longer new. What did I press? It's gone through now. Why are you telling me close? Close skinny. Ah, I really pressed something now. I really press spoil. So having said that, what are we now looking for on this guy? So the reason why I explain this key level thing is because you might think that gold, I say gold, GBP USD is just bullish, is bullish, is bullish, forgetting the fact that there is a key level here that has told you repeated times, I am strong, oh, I am strong, oh. This one hit TP, this one hit TP too. I am strong, oh. So why do you think it's going to continue buying? Structure. Don't get me wrong, structure. So now what are we waiting for? We're waiting for price to break out this the same thing I told you on the USD card. For you to continue this buy structure, make sure that you wait for price to break and then retest. Can now buy. But for the fact that this key level here is telling you that I'm not ready to let go. I'm not ready to let go. So what are you doing? You keep selling from this key level with the juice I just gave you now. You keep selling from that key level. What are you selling from? Remember, this is your breakout. This is your break. Let me show you again. I will not do it again, Sha. This tap. This one tapped, but not tapped before. There's no breakout here. There's no, because this is one that tapped. There's no breakout. So if this one goes low, this is the breakout. But again, a low pro setup. There is a very long kidney FVG here. So if you're selling, it's from this FVG to this place. But if you not give it to 3R, leave them all. This is low probability setup. Is low. It is. In fact, I'm not even sending it. Let me remove it. I don't want to lose my winning streak. So let's just wait. Let's wait. What I will do for you is during the week, of course, you should still be on this trade because you never hit SL. You should still be on this trade. So nothing again. But then during the week, if this guy breaks above, I can come on and give you guys the continuation of the buys, and then we go. I'm not interested in selling anything. Yes, key level is okay, but I'm not going to mess up the structure that's bullish because I'm trying to catch a key level sell. Don't get me wrong, both sides can be right, but I'm following the structure first before any other thing. So that is it for GBP USD. The third one for today is already running fast though, 827. That's nice. That's nice. Running fast. So the third one is USD JPY. I've seen a lot of people having buys for USD JPY, having buys for USD JPY. My God is their strength though. But I personally, I ain't seen anything like buys. They are buying from lower time frame, of course. It makes sense because let me show you. They're buying from lower time frame, of course, because I don't know because yes, there's a sweep, liquidity or whatever. They're buying from this place, and then another DAX is trying to buy from this place because he uses Quasimodo QMR. So once you see a sweep, break, liquidity, this is POI. But then they've already lost because he didn't come back to that place to tag them. It's not a loss actually. They've missed it already. So for me, I'm not going into any other frame to do anything. Even on 1 hour time frame, I cannot be buying this. Like where are you buying from? This is the clear sweep of all these lows. And once, let me say it again, once a pair sweeps a low with the week, best believe is buying. Best believe is buying. But where is it buying to? To this place. So probably if you get into this place, you make money in that journey. But my own is structure first. Structure first. Structure first. before any other thing. Look at the structure. Where am I buying to? Where did this buy hang to? Which POI did it hang to here that is now finally turning to go and start buying? So mine is structure first. Structure first. So for this week, I'm not putting my entry here again because what happened last week, it didn't come inside our POI, it hit our TP because this is our first TP, this one here. It hits it. And if I go down to for 5 minutes time frame to look for entry, there's no entry because it didn't tap to my deeper half. It didn't come. I didn't even enter this deeper half. Then we'll sell. So what I'll do this week, I'll just be on the lookout for this guy. If he comes into this deeper half and you see confirmations, you can sell. You can sell. But if this guy breaks this high, remember this is 4-hour structure. If he breaks this high, this particular high here, which is market structure shift, and then comes back, there's liquidity, there's everything you needed for the entry, go ahead and buy. Remember, you're buying for 1:3. That is buying 1:2. So what is there not to do? Everybody will run them now, you get. So make sure that is what you're doing. Trading is sweet. It's sweet, but don't trade impulsively. Don't trade because someone said. Trade because you know. Trade because you know. Trade because you know. I say it again. Trade because you know. If Cancelo say buy, buy because you know, not because he said. You get? So those are the disclaimers of taking signals from somebody you don't, even if someone you know. Trade because you know, not because someone said. So that is for USD JPY. And then for the last guy, like I said, by then I go down hit TP. He did not hit though. I mean the overall TP, not the one inside. He didn't look at where it got to. So this one is market open gap. So what is this guy saying? Funded Nest about gap, about this one, about that one. So is this not gap? Is this not gap? Is this not gap? Telling me that the market was volatile last few months. That's why they removed weekend holding, this one, that one. It's a lie. They lost customers. They lost customers. So nobody should come and lie to me. They lost customers. Everybody now run. Ghost Funded is now number one. They should keep doing nonsense. You think traders are now affiliated, are now beginning to be loyal to prop firms? I'm not loyal to any prop firm. I'm not loyal to any broker. They don't pay me. Even if you pay me shit, I worked for it. I don't want to spoil anyone because there's one competition I joined last month in March that took me back. I was so pissed. A competition that I've already won, they now went and increase the date. How will a broker wake up and come and dash you money when they are not gaining? I beg you, I've never even been affiliated to anybody. I'm just partnering with them because I make money from it. Simple. So that is out. So I've cleared everything. Oh shoot. Do we need urgent SL? I have a trade now. I'll give you with urgent SL. If you need urgent SL, let me know. Because from this 4-hour time frame now, this is a break of structure, this is liquidity here, and then this is clean LVG from this point, which have already been tapped. So if you need urgent SL, let me know. Let's go to the tomorrow time frame, and then yes, urgent SL. This is the yeah. So for me to get the SL urgent, let me put it somewhere here. So the entry is here. This is the only entry we have for this week. Is here. The SL is here. So let me just give it. Shit, there's another FVG here. Did it close? It did not close. Okay. This one is hard though. But then, like I said, urgent SL. This is my urgent SL for the week. Urgent TP or SL. I don't want to be negative again. But the reason why I don't want to be positive with you guys is because people will now go and do nonsense. Now go and over risk. Because Cancelo said urgent TP. So in trading, I'm using the worst case scenario. Yes, I'm using the worst case scenario. So this is it. 1:3. This is it. If he, oh shit, I don't want to say, but then this is a break of structure. It's clear. There's no liquidity because this guy closed here, leaving this liquidity there, and open dumped, entered the FVG, and now is now rejecting. So this is my trade. Yes, nothing concerning me. Highest is 1 hour, but then it's following structure. Following structure because this one took time and broke out and came back to this. Did he come back to that FVG? I complain, oh shit, he did not. Small thing, Kai. He did not. He did not. Just this small thing. But I don't care. This SL here is inside the FVG, so I don't care. Let's go. That is the only trade I have for today. Like direct entry I have for today. So that is it. I have to. This one is still holding, but I'm not sure anybody's still holding this trade. Nobody's holding the trade, so there is no need. I'm gonna clean it off, and then we have from our entry here. We are going somewhere. Look at where we are going to. So we're not giving up early because of one nonsense gap. So let me go to my account and set this trade immediately. Let me open, how do I open it up now? Like this is okay. Copy. So if you have any question, this is the right time to drop your question. So for Monday, the 25th, the 11th of May, what we have on USD card is this. Are you seeing? It looked like it's dumping that time. It's not, I'm not dump again, no. So that I told you. So wait for it to close. Wait for that candle to close. Wait for it to close. But then let's give them the external view. Wait for it to close. This is the 4-hour view. This is the overall view. So don't get me wrong. This is the overall view. Let me start dropping it in the on the group. Let me start dropping it on the group. Let me start dropping it on the group. Now is the time to ask your questions. Now is your time to ask your questions. And after this, we'll check on the news we have for the week. After this, we check on the news we have for the week. USD card. USD card bias. There's not sell, there's no buy. It's a bias. So anyone that happens first, you take it. That is for USD card. For GBP USD is a buy bias and a sell bias too. Is a bias. So, but like I said, I'm not in tune with the sell bias because it's not in tandem with my structure. GBP USD buy bias. You know the bias you're looking for to buy. Once that top is being broken, then you buy. You cannot just buy from anywhere because counselor said buy. No, know where you're buying from. Have your reasons, and then your reasons should make sense to you before anybody. If it doesn't make sense to you, you already failed yourself. But if it doesn't make sense to you, you already failed yourself. USD JPY. This one is sell bias. And then finally, we have the trade of the week, the only trade we saw for the week. And after this, we'll talk about the pairs, the news we have for the week. Last week was NFP. I lost 2 trades last week in the entry group. And this week, hopefully, let's see what the news has and then what we're going to do. So GBP card, we have this entry. Should I leave it like this? Yeah, like this is better. Should I give them the entry the way I used to do it on the end on the Kenny group? Let me just spoil you people. Let me spoil you people a bit. Text. GBP card. Type now. No. GBP card by limit order. Remove this text. It's too much, too big. 11. Yeah, it's good. entry. I'm typing this in because I'm going to take it. So don't think I'm trying to help you people. I'm taking it, I'm sending it to my entry group too. 154 15486 SL 1.84945 TP 3R 5R, whatever makes you sleep well at night. Copied, paste. Let's go. That done. So I've dropped it for everybody. If you're not in the community, check this video, this live description, join the community and take the trades. So now let's go to the news we have for the week. What news do we have for the week? What is Trump planning for us? What is Trump planning for us? And you remember this I'm saying, you cannot see it in my Forex book. Oh. You will not see it in Google Forex Factory. You will not see it on the news. You see it inside as it unfolds. At least Trump's, that one, the unfold. He creeps up on you when you are asleep. Trump creeps up on you when you're asleep. So no question, no question. So I'm now sharing the screen for our Forex economic calendar. The one that what Trump is planning to do, and then other ones will just follow suit. As it's coming, we are following suit. We are learning. We are learning. We are learning. You can never finish learning Trump. Oh. You can never finish learning that man. So economic calendar. I believe you can see my screen now. But I believe now you can. Obi Daniel, you're welcome. You're joining us very late. Unless you've been here before, but you're joining us very, very late. We're already done. We're already done. Already done. I do this thing 8 a.m. for 95 workers. It's supposed to be around 7 before London open. But I don't want to be biased. So 8 a.m. is the best time to do it for everybody. For everybody. Because in around 10, around 9, people will really be on transit. People going to work. It's not because we are jobless. I make other people that have jobs not to go to their work. I'm doing life. No, 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 no. So, and people that are sleeping by this time, they are billionaires. So, I never become billionaire. So, I got to do them early. Oh. I got to do them early. Till I don't become, if I become billionaire, I will see the run and the go. Unless, I will see the run, I not talk, sha. I will see the run. Billionaire for my pockets, not for anybody pocket. So, on Monday, 11th of May 2026, we don't have any high impact news. We had one on yen, JPY them. Nothing happened. So for New York session today, we have existing home sales. That one no concern me. It didn't concern me. On Tuesday, 12th of May, what do you have for New York? Kai. ADP employment, CPR shed, CPI for April. Tomorrow is crazy, not gonna lie. Red Book. All of them are 13:30 is 1:30 p.m. So if you're not already in a position at that time, don't enter. Don't enter. Remember, what we're doing in this place is from higher time frame. So the news helps your analysis. People that tell you don't trade news, don't trade news. I'm saying don't trade news because at that time you're entering. So don't trade it. But if you're already in a position, what do you do? Leave it. Once your broker is good, your problem allows it, leave it. Me saying don't trade news, there are people that are waiting for 12:30 to hit so that they'll press the buy or sell. That's what I meant. So don't get me wrong, I'll talk about that extensively later. If you're in a position that is already 2.5 hour, it's wanting to hit TP and there's news, you can close it and take your profit and go. But if you just enter the position that is already 1 hour, that is already 1.5 hour, that is already 2 hour, and you want to leave it, at least you can break even and leave it to go. But if your analysis is right, unless it's FOMC, that one that goes up and goes down, and then if it goes up and go down, your broker cannot help you and close your position because it's very fast and volatile. They'll tell you that they don't tell you that hand no damn. So for you to avoid those high momentum of going up and coming down, you can just leave immediately before that time happens. So that's why I don't like trading news. But people that have experience, that one is your business, sure, but you can never be too careful. It happens in seconds. You can never be too careful. So on Tuesday we had news on from 1:30, and that is it for Tuesday. So on Wednesday, the 13th of May 2026, we have thank God. We have we have PPMI. We have PPI. PPI, I'm not really rate and but it's PPI. That is around 1:30 p.m. 1:30. And then on Thursday is GBPO. Red folder just full for GBP. Red folder full for, oh my God. Jobless claims. Kai, this one is news. Oh. What is happening? Monday there's no news. Tuesday there's news. Wednesday there's news. Thursday, shit. Just know that New York session this week is, make sure you're reading your position before the New York session. Just make sure you're reading one. Make sure you're reading one. And then on Thursday, 15th of May 2026, 15th already. Where is this year? Where is year running to? Now it's already half of the month. Just like that. Around 1:30, there is New York Empire Estates down. Nothing on Friday, I beg. Nothing on Friday. So Monday is free, Friday is free, but Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 1:30 p.m. Nigerian time, make sure you are not entering any position at that time because the market will be very, very volatile. And the only place we got our entry is from GBP card. So we are safe because it's not USD based. You get me? That is it. So let's go back to the questions on the chat. Obi Daniel said something. He said, most times I go back to listen to the stream, so I'm joining in briefly as I arrive work. Thank you very much. That's why I said it. I'm not going to be holding you guys unless we come collectively and say, let's change the time to 10 a.m., to 11 a.m., to 12 p.m. But best believe you me, I cannot function like that. I have other what is it called? I have other engagements on Mondays. Two, I have students, I have private students and all that. So I've already positioned their time. But if we have a common consensus that 8 a.m. is no longer decent for everybody and you want a change, you can tell me the date, the time you want, and I'll put up a pool. And the pool, like we did, I didn't come here and say that we must no. Everything we're doing here is based on what everybody wants. Not even what I want again. At least Timi is here. She can confirm, we can confirm that. So everything we are doing here is based on of people. Remember, last year we started with just Monday live streams every Monday. But I'm like, no. What if we have something that on Mondays we analyze, on Fridays we review, so that you will learn. You won't even pay for mentorship. You cannot even pay for mentorship. You will learn yourself. So we talked about it and then it started. Yes, it convinced me a bit because now I have YouTube live on Monday and Fridays. Anyway, I'm running home on Friday, let me go and do live. And then the time again, I didn't do it 8 p.m., I didn't do 7 p.m. It was 9 p.m. Even if you live in Lagos, you cannot even be home at 9 p.m. But even though, try and be home at 9. It's a Friday, so shit. I don't know, but then if you want to make any changes, we can talk about it and come to a general consensus, not what counselor said. Remember, this is not my channel. This is not my, yes, it has counselor on top. It is not my own. You people are the owner. But what you tell me to do, I will do. If I come here every day and see only 0%, I'm the one watching myself. I will not be convinced that something is going on. So that is what I mean. And then thank you very, very much, Obi Daniel, for coming on. And then you already have work, you can down revisit them. And that's why I make it very, very fast as possible. What is because something happened, or someone asked a question, something happened, or I did a teaching on something. Most of the time it's 15 minutes, 30 minutes, 40 minutes and stuff. So sometimes we even get 1 hour stuff because you people ask me questions. So at the end of the day, I am on your command. So that is it. Thank you very much for joining. If you gained value today, kindly make sure you liked the video already. You've liked, the more you like, the more YouTube take it out. Right now, I'm doing so many things from my end. I'm creating shorts every day. Shorts make people to come to your channel. Creating shorts every day, like 5-10 shorts in a day. So you know how hard that is. So make sure once you join the live, like the live, share the live to people that will resonate with it. And then with time, we start growing ourselves. We're not going to anywhere. We're not rushing. Don't rush the process, but consistently put in the work. Yes, don't go and exchange not rushing with laziness and procrastinations. I'll come and watch later. I'll come back later. I'll do this later. I'll do that later. No, we're not doing that here. So if that person is you gained value, you make sure that this video, this live taught you something new that you've not done before. Kindly give me 777 on the chat. 777 on the chat if you got value. If you don't get value, just leave them. Don't do anything. If you didn't learn anything today, don't do anything. Don't just comment anything. But if you did, let's see the 777 on the chat. So without further ado, I'll have to thank Timmy for joining. I'll have to thank Obi Daniel for joining. I'll have to thank our anonymous people that joined. They are still here. People that did not feel need to show themselves or show their presence on the chat. Thank you for joining. We have a lot of people that join just to stay there and then look at it and then leave. But that is it. So thank you very much for joining. Thank you, Timmy, as always. Have a good day and make sure, please risk appropriately. Risk appropriately. I'm suffering in one of my 50K accounts because I was risking 2% pay trade. And that week I took 5 losses. Only God saved me if I not lose the account. Only God. So you can never be too careful. You can never be too careful. So please, your prop accounts, save them as your life. The highest you can, nobody will give you that trade. 1% is fine. Now I'm giving you 8 to 10 lifelines. I have not taken 8 losses in a row in my life. I was boasting about not taking 3 losses in a row before, but this year has humbled me. Trump has humbled me. I've taken 8 losses in a 5 losses in a row. So for me now, taking 5 losses in a row, I cannot be risking 2% on a prop challenge that takes 5 losses, 10% drawdown, 8% drawdown. I've lost the account. So if I try it, I'll be blowing my account, my foreign accounts. I'm not going to do it again. I'm okay risking 1%, 5% in a row, no problem. And then those other 3 remaining, if I pass one, I'm back to break even. So risk management is something that I'll talk about it again, probably on Friday. Thank you very much for joining and have a blissful week. Make sure you make profit because it is the reason why we're doing all these things. You can't be doing this thing without results. If there's no results, you'll be tired. So make sure you're following the rules. And when you follow the rules, in turn, money will come. Let me tell you again, money is the byproduct of doing things the right way. If you follow your risk, follow the structure, follow the plan, set your limits, set your TP, don't be overly greedy. You'll be seeing 3R. You say it will go more, it will go more, it will come down. You're not close at 2R. You've left money on the table. Yes, I've done 1:5 before. All my trades is 1:5, but I'm okay with 1:3. That is what I can take. Have those rules. It's uncomfortable, but rules are rules for you to keep. And the byproduct of following these rules is money. Kevin Talent started from running on the street of Lagos selling motor spare parts. He didn't start from grass to grace story. Now he's a billionaire. He has a lot of things. I'm talking about people that I know, their beginnings. So don't just say it's your village people. No, sir. Yes, village people have done their own. Will you allow them to win? Let's say the village people say, will you allow them to win? So please, have a good day, guys.